Hi everyone, and welcome back to another speed paint video. For this speed paint, we are going to be doing Lunar's redesign. So let's just skip all the intros and get on with it. Okay, so for Lunar's redesign, like I said in my Earth speed paint redesign, her and Lunar out of everyone in the show was the hardest to come up with a new design with because they are basically the exact same models with a few different tweaks to it. So I actually didn't know what to do for either one of them. In my Earth's one, I explained that I tweaked just a few little things like her hair and her hair accessories. Lunar, however, was a different story. I didn't know what to do for him. He was basically kept the same. Kept the same. I'm sorry, I can't speak. He was best. Oh my god, I can't speak. Oh, I'm sorry. He was basically. Yes. This will happen a lot. I can't speak. He was basically kept the same. I didn't know what to do. The one thing that we did change was his pants pattern. And again, this was an idea from my bestie, Pinky D10, who, like I mentioned in the last video, is my ride or die bestie. And it's because of her that a lot of my redesigns even happened in the first place. She's the mastermind about like 80% of all my redesigns. And what her idea was, because this Lunar has such an obsession with beans, I don't blame him though, because I'm Hispanic and I grew up in a household where beans were a part of literally every meal. You can see by the question mark that I put there that I didn't know if I was doing his back profile for the hat right. Like I said in the last video, I don't know how to do perspectives, okay? I'm still learning. But because he had such an obsession with beans, and I can understand that, except I won't slurp it out of the can straight. That is pretty gross. Um, we decided to incorporate that into his design, and I'll let you hear the conversations like I let you guys do it in the last video. This conversation was 50% funnier.
Give Lunar a hoodie that make it look like he has freaking animal ears, but then when you look closer, they're just fucking beans. Lopsided bear ears? What is that on your head? Oh, it's my new hoodie cap. You like it? What are those ears? Are they bear ears? No. You gotta look closer for the bit. And Earth is like, Lunar, what bit? No. You gotta look closer at my ears, dude. And they look closer, and Chico's like, Lunar, are those freaking beans? No more debate. Jelly bean powder on Lunar's pants. Shut the fuck up.
That was basically our whole conversation for it. We just thought it was really funny. Also, pardon my very bad Chico impression. Davis or any of the other voice actors, if you end up stumbling upon this video, please don't kill me. Specifically Davis. That man scares me. I love Chico. He's my favorite. I was so happy when he was like Hispanic representation, and I was even more excited to find out that Davis himself is Hispanic. I want to know if the reason why Chico in this show is Peruvian is because David himself is from that descendant, or it's just because he thought it'd be cool to add. Either way, I think it's cool. I love Chico. Chico owns my heart. I would do anything to get a hug from Chico. But we'll talk more about Chico in the Chico video. This is the Lunar video, because this is his show. So, yeah, that's pretty much what we went for Lunar's pants pattern. Instead of the stripes, we went for this jelly bean pattern, which at first when I did it, I didn't really like it. I thought it was stupid. But the more I looked at it, the more I was like, it kind of matches him. So, we'll leave it. It could be better. It definitely could. This is when the moment you realize that I didn't have Lunar's eye color reference, and so I just winged it. I did feel like I made the star flower things in his eyes too big. For his pants, I also struggled. At first, it was like this very light cream yellow, And then it was this white color, and then I settled on this light baby blue, the same shade that I used for Earth's hair, just to balance all the colors together. I gave him slippers instead of the full-on elf shoes that he has. I don't know. I just thought they'd look better. I don't know. I originally wanted to give him like Tinkerbell shoes. You know? Have a little puffball at the end. But I didn't do it. Now I kind of regret not doing it. Like we said, we wanted to incorporate their candies in their outfits. So, like for Earth, for Lunar, we also incorporated his candy, which is called a Fun Drop, while Earth is called a Grow Drop, into his design. So, instead of him having the moon symbol at the end of his cap and at the center of his neck ruffles, we put his Fun Drop candy on there. We actually struggled to get a reference to it because his poster doesn't really show it in full. His candies are at the very bottom of his poster, and it's kind of blurred, so I kind of had to wing it. Whoever did the posters, though, God, you're talented. I love you. Congratulations, dude. That's awesome. For his cap, I'm using a reference for the colors. I'm using a reference I made for myself when Lunar got his body. When I first started this fandom, I used to make a color reference for every new character that was introduced to the Sun and Moon show. This was back when it was just the Sun and Moon show. But then as more characters were introduced and the show branched out more, I just stopped doing it because I'm not drawing every character that gets introduced. But I guess I am now for this redesign. This is where we did the jelly bean thing. Well, I did. I wanted it to be yellow, but it looks stupid, so I gave him different colors. And then here's just me doing his nightcap. The colors, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the colors. Yeah, that question mark I made was me looking over his design and be like, is this it, chat? Did we cook? I don't think I did. You guys leave comments and tell me if I cooked or not. I'm kind of iffy still on his design. Like, the more I look at it, I'm like, yeah, it's not that bad. But now going over this video, yeesh. I don't know. I don't. Like I said, I didn't know what to do for Lunar. I literally was this close to not even redesigning Lunar. Because there's this corner we have for characters of the show who I wasn't going to redesign because their designs were perfect. And there's 3 people in that corner. And that was Mars, Harvest, and Comedy Bot. Comedy Bot, because he's dead, there's no point in redesigning him. But also because I feel like his redesign fits him really well. He's a Comedy Bot. Mars, he's beautiful. He's perfect. I love him. I love Mars. Whoever designed Mars and his avatar, I love you. You have my life. Harvest, I originally wanted to try and redesign him, give him a more like fighter boxer style. But I was like, no, then it doesn't make sense because why would you name a boxer Harvest? What is he harboring? Other fighters' organs? It's gross. That and Pinky D was like, but Farm Boy. So for her sake, I left it. And that because I didn't know what else to do with them. So those 3 are in the corner of perfect, do not touch redesigns. Lunar was about to go into a separate corner, which was titled, I don't know what the frick to do. But Pinky D eventually convinced me, and she's like, let's just, incorporate the beans and the candies. So, that's what we ended up doing. Out of everyone's redesign, his is just the one I don't vibe that much with. For what I attempted, I guess it's fine for a first attempt. But if I were to change anything, I don't know. Maybe work more on his pants. I really don't know. Like I said, he and Earth were like the hardest to try and redesign. But yeah, that was my redesign for Lunar, and this has been my commentary for it. Thank you again for joining me in this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!